I've tried them all. Seriously. Every cage, every handle, every oversized microphone for the DJI Action cameras. I have spent a fortune on accessories that promise pro-level footage, and all I ever got was a complicated, heavy setup. I never wanted to use it anyway, and I also got a bag of overflowing gear that just collected dust. But after years of testing everything, from the Action 4, the Action 5 Pro, and now the Action 6, I always come back to these two items. This is a definitive minimalist setup that gives me stable cinematic footage and crystal clear audio without any of the bulk. And today, I'm showing you exactly what they are and why they're the only two accessories you'll ever need. Hey, Steve here. Let's be real about this. The world of action camera accessories is a minefield. It's designed to make you think that you're just one more purchase away from a perfect shot. You see these creators with their massive, intimidating camera rigs and think, well, I need that to look professional. Well, trust me, I fell into that trap for years. My journey with the DJI Action cameras has been a long one, and with every new camera comes a new wave of accessories, each promising to change the game. The problem is, 99% of them don't. They add weight, complexity, more points of failure. They go completely against the whole point of an action camera, and that's to be small, tough, and easy to use. The beauty of the cameras in the DJI Osmos Action series is simplicity and power. So I stripped it all back. I went back to the basics. What were the two biggest weaknesses of any action camera? And that's right out of the box. And of course, the answer is always the same. It's audio and stability. The built-in mics are okay, but they fall apart the second a breeze picks up. And while the internal rock-steady stabilization is magic, it can't fix shaky hands or a boring camera angle. Solving these two core problems is the key, and you don't need a bag full of gear to do it. You just need two very specific things. First up, and honestly the most important accessory in my kit, is the DJI Mic 2. Now, if you want people to actually watch your videos, your audio has to be good. It's non-negotiable. You can shoot the most beautiful 4K footage in the world, but if your audio is muffled, wind-battered mess, your audience is going to be out the door. They're gone. For years, getting good audio in an action camera was a total nightmare. It meant, clunky adapters, running long wires from a mic, or mounting a separate, bulky microphone that ruined the camera's compact size. It was always a compromise. The DJI Mic 2 changes everything, especially with the Osmos Action cameras. The killer feature here is its ability to connect the transmitter directly to the camera via Bluetooth, and this is completely wireless without needing a receiver. Well, let me say this again because it's the most important part. You clip this tiny microphone on your shirt, turn it on, and it connects directly to the action cameras. There's no receiver, no cables, no open port doors wrecking the camera's waterproofing, and it's seamless integration that feels like magic, and it's the single biggest leap forward in action camera vlogging. But the connection is only half the story. The audio quality is phenomenal, and this is thanks to two key features. First, the intelligent noise canceling. It does an incredible job of isolating your voice and cutting out background noise, like wind or city traffic, without making you sound like you're talking in a tin can. It keeps your voice rich and clear at all times. The second feature is a complete game changer, and that's the 32-bit float internal recording. In simple terms, this makes it virtually impossible to clip or distort your audio. And imagine you're vlogging and a siren suddenly blares behind you, or you get excited and shout. Normally, that's when the sound would be distorted and unusable. Now, with a 32-bit float, you just lower the volume of that peak in your editing software, and the audio is perfectly recovered. The transmitter has its own internal storage. It records super safe backup of this 32-bit float audio, so you have a perfect copy every single time. You never have to worry about setting your audio levels perfectly again. It's an audio safety net that lets you focus on creating and not the technical stuff. The DJI Mic 2 transmitter is tiny, weighs almost nothing, and has an incredible battery life. It solves the number one problem of action cameras with an elegance and simplicity that no other accessory has yet to match. And it's not just an improvement, it's a solution. Now that our audio is sorted out, let's tackle the second problem, and that's shaky amateur-looking video. DJI's rock-steady stabilization is fantastic for smoothing out intense action, but for vlogging or walk-and-talk shots, or just getting more creative angles, you need more than electronic stabilization. You need some physical stability. My second must-have accessory is the official DJI 1.5 meter extension rod. I know what you're thinking, it's just a selfie stick, but it's so much more than that. This tool is the one that elevates your footage from the basic point of view shot to something way more dynamic and professional. Keep it. First, its core functionality. Fully extended, it's about 1.5 meters or nearly 5 feet long. And this length is the secret sauce. When you hold the rod, it gets the camera far enough away from you to create a smooth, floating, almost drone-like shots as you walk. All the little jitters from your hands get absorbed over the length of the pole, and then when you combine that with the rock steady, the footage comes out incredibly smooth. It completely eliminates jarring in up and down motion while handheld walking, and the footage turns into a gentle glide. This extension also unlocks a whole new world of creative angles. You can use it as a mini crane, starting low and sweeping up. You can hold it high over a crowd to get a clear shot, or you can poke it through a fence or a window to capture a perspective you wouldn't get otherwise. It forces you to think beyond the standard chest or helmet mounts and instantly makes your videos more visually interesting. The design of the DJI rod is what makes it so much better than the cheap knockoffs. It's lightweight, but incredibly sturdy with no flex when it's fully extended. The grip is secure and very comfortable. Most importantly, it uses DJI's magic quick release mounts. This way you can snap the action cameras on and off in a second. And since the camera's mounts works in both ways, you can switch between horizontal and vertical shooting instantly without messing with any screws. It's just, to be honest with you, fast and efficient. But here's a feature that makes it a permanent part of my kit, and that's the fact that it's got a 3/8" screw mount on the base. With this, you can attach tripod legs to it, or perhaps use a clamp with a 3/8" screw on it, so you can vary the way that you mount your camera. You can use it as a tripod, or clamp it to a limb or a rock, or even a rail somewhere. It gives you a big versatility of how you can go ahead and mount this extension rod. So with their appropriate clamp mount, you can take your photography here to a whole new level. This one accessory solves shaky footage, boring angles, and a need for a separate tripod. It's a stabilizer, a selfie stick, and a mini cane and a tripod all in one. Now, if you're finding this minimalist guide helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you want more tips on getting the most out of your camera gear, make sure you're subscribed as well. So there you have it. The DJI Mic 2 and the 1.5 meter extension rod. That's it. That's the entire kit. When you put these two together, you create a system that's so much more than just individual parts. You get a lightweight, portable vlogging rig that delivers flawless audio and smooth dynamic footage. This combination lets you use the DJI Osmos camera of your choice to its absolute fullest potential. This two-piece kit replaces an entire bag of gear. You don't need a cage because you don't need to mount anything else. You don't need a heavy gimbal because the extension rod plus rock steady gives you the stability you need for about 95% of your shooting scenarios. You don't need audio adapters or external recorders, and it's the definition of a minimalist setup that doesn't compromise on quality. For years, I was searching for the perfect action camera setup. I bought the cages, the filters, the handles, then the lights. My bag got heavier and my setup time got longer. And honestly, the results weren't getting much better. I was focused on the wrong things here. The lesson I learned is to master on the fundamentals first. For action cameras, that means audio and stability. By solving these two problems with the best and simplest tools out there, you unlock about 90% of what the camera can do. The DJI Mic 2 gives you audio you'll never have to worry about, and the extension rod gives you stability and creative freedom. Well, this is it. This is the kit I take everywhere. It fits in a small backpack and sets up in seconds, and lets me capture those pro quality footage with my DJI Osmos camera without the headache. So stop wasting your money on useless accessories you'll never use. Get these two and go create something amazing. So what are your go-to accessories? And let me know in the comments below. I'll read every single one of them. And if you want to check out these two items for yourself, I've left links in the description. Well, this is Steven. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.